Let us code simple programs now. Let us calculate simple interest. Variable P in is principal. Let us take 1000 rupees. Time 6 months. Rate of interest equal to say 6 rupees. Now we know the formula. PTR by 100. Principal into time into rate by 100 is the interest. So interest I equal to P T R divided by 100. Now let us print the value of I. So a simple program. Now let us see how to take values from user. Every time we cannot hard code the values to variables. Lot many times we have to take it from user too. At that time we can use a function called input. Input of principal. But remember, this input function will return string. Here p is an integer, so we have to typecast it. Int of, we can type like this. Now it's going to prompt to enter principal. Let us see. It is prompting us from user. I'm tapping 1000. It's returning the value. Now let us take time as well as rate also from user. How to do it? Just type input of rate of interest. Sorry, it's time. T for time. Input of rate of interest. Now all these three values will be taken from user. So shall we execute it? No, because input is returning a string value. Here we are not typecasting it. That means we are not converting the input value to integer. Now let's take int of as well as the same function inside the int. So now we are typecasting it. Let's execute this program now. Principal 1000, time 6 months, rate of interest 6, and we got the same value. Let us see one more example. Let us calculate percentage and total score of a student. Let me take one more code cell. S1, first subject mark. We can take in code, otherwise we can take from user. Int of input of, now you have to guide me. Subject 1 marks. Now user will give the first mark. Just the same for other subjects too. S2, S3. Now we got the values and we stored that particular data in S1. Since this returns a string value, we typecasted and we converted that string to integer. So how to convert to a float? Just use like this. Float of the value, the same value, input of subject 1 marks. So whatever you type here, subject 1 marks, that will be prompted. To prompt, we use this string. So within few seconds, we are going to see how to typecast or change the type of various variables. At last of this particular video, we are going to see that. So now we are going to see the total equal to S1 plus S2 plus S3. And how about the percentage? PER percentage equal to total by the score is 300. So into 100. Print total, comma, total. Also print percentage, comma, PER. Now let's execute it. Student marks first mark 99, 98, 97. So this is a percentage and this is a total score. Now let us see how to do typecasting or type conversions. Integer to float, float to integer, to string, to char, to boolean, complex, what's not. Now let us start. First we have to know a thing called type. Print type of 10. It will print what kind of 10 value it is. It is saying integer. So let me take a variable, and so that all the data whatever I store, it will be easy. So I'm typing type of A. It is integer. If it is 10.5 or 10.8, value is float. The type is float. If it is in double quotes, then it is string str. Let us check with complex. Here you can notice complex. Now let us check how to do typecasting from float to integer and other things. So we'll take a variable 10.5 and converting that to, if I mention b equal to a, then what might be the type of b? Guess. It is float. Here you can notice, right? Now I am doing typecasting. Int of that particular value a. Now guess the answer. It is integer. Here you can notice integer. Now if I type the same thing in double quotes, then let us see the result. Can you find the error? Some issue. What is that? 10.5 is not integer. We have to use float. Now it works perfectly. Hope you got the difference between float and integer and how to do typecasting from string to integer, string to float, and vice versa. In the same way, we can convert the numbers to string as well as to bool as well as to char. Let us see. A equal to 65. Now this A is type of integer. Now I'm converting that to string. To convert B equal to str of A, then A will become string that will be stored in B. So if you type here instead of float, it's going to display str. Now guess the answer. It is true.